all the way back to the Midwest.
Well, Fred and I have stayed in touch since I left the Windy City Bulls. And really, we've stayed in touch since the Iowa State year. I've said before, I would have never left Iowa State had not been for family reasons. My father had a heart attack back in North Carolina, and it was the right thing when the NC State opportunity came. Otherwise, I'd have never left Fred. He'd had to fire me to get rid of me because we're so much alike philosophically, on and off the court, particularly how you play the game offensively. And so it was so much fun being a part of that both times at Iowa State and with the Bulls. And we're friends, so we've stayed in touch. So when he knew that if and when he took the next opportunity, wherever it was, that I would be very interested in going. And my approach was, if it's good for you, if it's mutually beneficial, then I would love to do it. And so a few days before he accepted the job, he reached out to say, are you still interested? And if so, let's talk. And I said, absolutely. And, so it was pretty easy. It was a no-brainer from my standpoint.
We hear a lot about his offensive chops, and he said that you're so similar philosophically. What is it about him that makes him a good offensive mind basketball-wise?
Well, he's really intelligent. He really understands the offensive game, obviously, but a lot of folks do. I think what is similar to how I tried to coach, but he's really good at it, is he instills tremendous confidence in his offensive players. And I always gave freedom on offense, provided you play hard and rebound. You got to guard a little bit and rebound, then I'm going to give you some freedom. And that's his approach. But then he really has become even better at spacing. And spreading people out, taking advantage of mismatches. Maybe a smaller four-man who can't score inside that well, but he can really stretch the floor. That opens driving up for other people. Or even a stretch five. Our year at Iowa State, our center, I think he scored 3 baskets in the paint all year.
Yeah.
Jimmy Vanderbeek, and he shot threes. But, it's hard for other teams to have a center chasing our 7-footer who never comes in the paint.
Yeah.
Or rarely. So he's really, really good at that. He sees the game, he sees advantages and disadvantages very quickly and is able to take advantage of them.
He mentioned when he was introduced a couple of weeks ago, he mentioned the proliferation of analytics in the NBA and how that sort of has helped him refine and reinforce some of the ways that he teaches offense. You were in Windy City. What did you learn, just data-wise, in that setting?
It was kind of nice because it reaffirmed some things that I always thought. For example, an open three on the break by a great shooter is a great shot, percentage-wise, for several reasons. First of all, in the half court, it's tougher to get open shots than it is on the break. So if you can get an open look on the break for a good shooter, he's going to make it a high percentage. Yeah. And guess what? Analytically, if you miss a shot on the break, it's easier to get an offensive rebound because the defense isn't set yet. And so, but that's where analytics proves what you for years you just felt that, but now you prove it. Same thing. In the NBA, it's big. Corner threes are the best shot you make, besides rim twos.
Right.
Rim twos, corner threes are the best points per shot in the NBA. Much better than mid-range shots. Are there exceptions? Absolutely. There are some guys on your team that you want to shoot 12, 15-foot pull-ups because they're really good at it. But by and large, those are not the best shots in the game. Open threes, rim twos. And so, you work with the analytics. And equally, on the defensive side, you try to take away the things that the other team does well. And again, the stats show that in the analytics as well.
When you have sort of the makings of this staff for the bench guys, it seems like it's a good mix of personalities, of skill sets, defense with Doc, recruiting with these two guys. Do you see that sort of potential in this group?
Yeah, I'm thrilled to be a part of this group. It's a great group. Matt and Coach Gates, that they can do more than just recruit, but they really can excel in recruiting. And the thing I've learned in 32 years of college coaching is you got to be a good coach, but it helps a lot if you've got really good players.
Yeah.
And Coach Sadler can still recruit too.
Yeah.
Don't underestimate him. So, but then Fred's different than he was at Iowa State. He had never coached a game in his life at any level.
Yeah.
Now he's got not only college success, but also he coached in the NBA. So he brings more in that area, honestly, than he had when I first met him. He's more comfortable and confident than he's ever been, and deservedly so. So I think we have a great mix, and we also have great chemistry already, which is important when you're working together every day in the trenches to get things accomplished. It's good if you get along. It's a bonus if you really genuinely like each other, which we seem to.
Did you and Fred, did you bounce ideas off each other over the years, whether it's plays, call them up and
Yeah, absolutely. He after the year, as I said, when I left NC State because of my family situation, we met that next summer, and at a Wendy's, we drew up what became, or he drew up, but we talked about what became his 5-out offense with Royce White handling the ball a lot. We did it on napkins and just talked, and we as I said, we stayed in touch, and a lot of it was about offensive basketball. I tell a joke, but it's not really. That first year at Iowa State, we were down 2, and there was a side out of bounds. They had the ball, and he was already drawing up the winning play. I said, Coach, we're on defense. You might want to at least talk about the defense for a second. So, his mind is always thinking ahead, always to what the next play. And so we enjoy talking about it. It's fun to already be doing that here in Lincoln.
Where was the Wendy's?
I honestly forget which city we were. It's one of the big recruiting spots, but I don't remember.
But napkins, that's how the 5-out offense came to be.
Yeah, well, he had it in his mind, but he wanted to talk about it.
Yeah.
Bobby,